WKNJ 90.3 livestream.com/air to the streets. We're here in the studio once again. That was Faces the name. That was Choice for the record. Again, Face, another good brother, always out on the hustle, always out on his grind, just trying to make it happen. That's what this hip hop game is about. Unity, brothers sticking together. Just trying to make stuff happen. Shout out to the Spin Cycle show. Shout out to the Turntablism show. I seen Brown 13 this weekend. Shout out to my cousin Vinyl Richie. There was all that grind time, you know. But for the most part, hey, we're back here with the homie Final Outlaw. Yeah, I must say, brother, you always drop the knowledge. You always come through every time I see.
You drop that knowledge, kid. Why you dropping jewels, yo? Why you?
I try, I try. But more importantly, back to you though. Now, what's this new mixtape you have coming out, and when is it due out?
I already put it out. It's called Envato. We put it out recently, and
about how recent you said about? Because
we put it out. Well, you gotta understand, I'm not one of those artists that be churning out music all the time. I'm like one of these crazy folks that stays secluded in the area. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like me when I throw my shows.
And when I get my music together, it's ready and it's at my pace. Nobody breathing down my neck. So we put Envato out in October, and we really started getting a lot of press for it and stuff like that in November. And now we're still pushing that and getting ready to release something new, but I'm not quite ready to talk about that just yet.
Because that's the same I am when I throw my shows. People are like, when you throw in the next show, it's whenever I feel like it and at my pace, you know?
Yeah, of course,
But you got to do it when you're ready. You can't. You don't just rush by.
I don't believe in that whole dropping a new freestyle every week.
Because that's another thing I wanted to tell you about. Because with the game being the way it is with the internet and the digital download age, a song that was hot, like that you put out 4 months ago, would still be new today. But now, the way how the music is coming out so quick, it's like the joint that was that you put out a month ago is now old. Yeah. Do you feel there's a lot of pressure? I mean, I understand when I say that. I mean, because nowadays, honestly, I love the mixtape DJs. I was a fan of Doo-Wop, Clue, and Touch. Shout out to Doo-Wop and his girl Jamila. And long story short, though, it's a girl.
Cool.
DJ Doo-Wop back in the day, and his girl Jamila. What I'm saying is that. Is there really a point for the mixtape DJs like there used to be? Because when I say that, because now you can get, it used to be where the artists knew those DJs and gave them the exclusives. Now, with the way how music comes out at such a rapid rate, there ain't no point to them. When I say that,
there's no point.
No disrespect towards those guys, and I love what they do, but there ain't no money in the mixtape game like there used to be.
Nah, there's no money in the mixtape. There's hardly any money in music.
In music as it is, you know what I mean? You know? But on your new mixtape,
we released it on the internet under this title. It's called Envato, a collection of revamps and rarities.
Oh, okay.
It ain't a mixtape. I just say mix. I say, a compilation, a collection of music is whatever it is to anybody. This terminology is completely worthless. It's useless.
It could also, and when you think about it, if they're on CD and if they're coming through digital, it's not a mixtape. Yeah, it's not on a cassette.
Yo, what it really is just it's a glob of good music mixed together.
Yo, high five for that.
Yo, word up.
You know?
Word up.
But
Ninja Turtle style.
But also, I'm a party dude. Michelangelo, that was my favorite.
Word up. Word up.
Word up.
I like all of them, yo. They taught me a lot of skills as I was growing up in life, like spinning on my back. Even though I don't have a shell. That's really tragic.
Well, y'all got a shell because when you gotta take pain and backlash, I mean, hey, you gotta be hard to come back up.
Yo.
but on the real though, with this new compilation, this good music that you just put out,
the great music that
you just put out. Is there a message or a theme with this or?
I'll be completely honest with you. We didn't really put it together with an underlying theme. We just said, "Yo, listen to all this great music," and then the other guy was like, "For real, this is good." And then we were like, "Yo, we should put this together," and he was like, "Yeah," and we did.
So do you have like various do you have like various DJs on it, or various producers?
Yeah, actually, Porter Rock is on there.
Oh, shout out to Porter Rock.
Shout out to Porter Rock. He produced 2 of the joints on there. Okay. There are several others. This one of the joints was produced by Soundwave, and they're doing a lot of good work. Right now, off the top of the head, I can't remember everybody, and I think DJ Neo was one of them. And it's just random artists. I like you said, do I feel pressure? No, because I don't care what these people are doing. My goal has always been to make timeless music, and I think when you listen to you listen to songs, you know what I'm saying, before, back in the day, like there's so many artists, and you know when they've made a timeless song, like Ice Cube. Right? Good Day.
That's timeless.
You don't need that. It ain't old. Are you kidding me?
Protect your neck from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Exactly. Protect your neck. Keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? These are timeless joints. If you're not in the game to make timeless joints, I don't know what you're doing, man. This is not a gold rush. This is music.
Also, another timeless joint is EPMD's crossover. And why I mentioned them is that because on February 24th at the Best Buy Theater, they're doing the Hit Squad, Def Squad reunion show. So,
word.
But anyway, back to you though, Outlaw. So, I mean, but as we were in the car, we were talking about how the game has changed in so many ways. And but also another thing, do you feel that you've changed with the game? When I say not from the negative aspect, from the positive side, with getting to the blogs, putting out the compilations, the internet, do you feel that you're adapting with the times in a decent manner, in a decent way? Or do you think it's too much, or?
No, I mean, well, if you want results, you need to work. So if you want results, you need to work hard. But I'm not necessarily in complete alignment with how things are being conducted these days, but I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? If I have to adapt, I adapt. Those are just the rules to the war, and that's just the way it is. Do I have a negative feeling towards it? Not really. You know what I'm saying? A lot of what people are doing is messed up, but that's what they got into this for. You know what I'm saying? They want to put out music, so there's a lot of sacrifices they got to make. And I suppose I'm a little confused as to specifically what it is that you mean.
When I say with the way the game has changed, with the way how it used to be a time with all the groundwork that you were putting in, like not just other people in general, like that they would be signed by now to major labels. And I mean, do you find it frustrating after? I mean, I know you're on the independent round, you're doing your thing, you're doing your shows, but do you feel like all this groundwork I'm doing, like, should not be signed? Because a lot of guys get their egos and feel like, and not even egos, they feel like, I'm doing all this groundwork back if this was like 15 years ago, I would have been had a deal with all the work I'm putting in.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there are too many rappers nowadays in the game that, because everywhere you go, everybody's a rapper?
Of course.
Or a producer, or a DJ, or something.
Of course.
Do you feel that the game is overflooded?
Yes, it is overflooded, but that's because, we are a small dark corner of a giant system of this economy, right? So, this is just off a whim. It's just pure speculation. But sometimes I feel as if there were more opportunities out there for people. You know what I'm saying? If their degrees actually mattered after they left college, if there were jobs on the market, then not so many people would want to be models and football players and basketball players and rappers and et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the economy has had an effect on the rap, but I'm willing to bet on it. So there certainly is a lot of people, and you gotta also take into account, what we grew up watching on television, man. All they ever told us was, you ain't nothing unless you're doing this. Yep. So of course everybody's gonna want to do that, but those people's reasons for doing this, it's not the reason why I joined,
right.
So frustration. I think I'd be sitting up here lying to you if I didn't feel frustration. And I speak for a legion of other independent artists out there that are really talented, who've been putting a lot of work in, who have mad accolades and trophies and awards and what have you. But
because you have a lot of accolades with the blogs and all the touring you've done. People know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean. But I'm not so concerned with it. Ultimately, I feel like the purpose of what I'm doing is greater than what I can even articulate at this point. Success is a personal thing.
Right.
Success is when somebody in the army tells you that they were about to kill themselves until they heard your song. It's not. Success is not
about the fame and the bling bling.
Yeah, when cats tell you, yo, you just been certified gold, even though you haven't technically hit gold yet, but you certified gold just because we're going to make it look that way. You know what I'm saying? Success is not what you just said. You know,
the bling bling, the fame, and all the.
We're renting a car,
and the jewelry, and
then putting it back in the box.
We're gonna set you up with a nice townhouse out there in Long Island or Jersey, or up in the penthouse suite in Manhattan.
Yeah,
that ain't what it's about, you know.
But success is personal. I tell this to you, man, and to you know what I'm saying, like straight up. Ain't nobody on this planet can come up to me and say, oh well, you know, you ain't making how much, you know, as much dough as I'm making or whatever, and, you know, trying to sun you. If success is a personal thing, success is exactly as I told you, you know, it's, you can only be the person to measure such a thing, you know?
I agree with that. Well, right now we're about to get into a joint from Rashid Chappelle, then we're going to get into a joint from you from Homeboy Sandman. Shout out to Rashid Chappelle, who's actually going on tour February 1st. He's hitting Europe. That's another talented brother right there. Shout out to DJ PF Cuttin. And here we go. Livestream.com/Ear to the Streets every Monday night, 9 to midnight. There they go.